The US presidential election roadshow has moved to the battleground state of Michigan, with voters deciding who they want to be their candidate in November's poll. Both Democrat Joe Biden and the Republican frontrunner Donald Trump are expected to easily win their party's primaries. But President Biden's support for Israel's offensive in Gaza is facing an electoral test, with the upper Midwestern state home to a large Arab American population.
This community, the glaring issue is the situation in the Middle East, and it's very well known that we support a ceasefire and we'd like our president to listen.
I voted and committed because I think President Biden is not doing the right things for the Palestinian who has the right to leave. You know what I mean?
Voting uncommitted is a great tool we have here in Michigan, and voting is, the sacred right of the democratic process.
Now, Nikki Haley is the only other Republican candidate left in the field as she is trying to slow the momentum of former President Donald Trump, who, despite dozens of legal challenges, has won every GOP contest so far, including Nikki Haley's home state of South Carolina. And despite being behind in the polls for Michigan as well, the 52-year-old former governor is staying in the race.
The Republican Party is fully divided, and you now have factions. You can't win a general election if you don't acknowledge the 40% of Republicans who are saying we don't want Donald Trump.
Nikki Haley's campaign fate could be decided next week. Super Tuesday is the biggest day of voting in the primary cycle. 15 states and the territory of American Samoa will go to the polls for the Republican nomination contest, including the most populous jurisdictions, California and Texas. Now, more than a third of all 2,429 delegates are up for grabs on Super Tuesday. 1,215 is the magic number of delegates needed to secure the nomination at the Republican National Convention in July. Generally, state and territory delegates are awarded to candidates based on the percentage of vote they've won, although there are some variations. Donald Trump is eager to cement his grip on the Republican Party. His campaign is confident he will pick up at least 773 delegates on Super Tuesday and then the nomination a short time later, setting the former president up for a November rematch with Joe Biden.
We're going to be up here on November 5th, and we're going to look at Joe Biden, and we're going to look him right in the eye. He's destroying our country, and we're going to say, Joe, you're fired. Get out. Get out, Joe. You're fired.